And hello, everyone. All about the gyro here, and welcome to episode 5 of An iRacer Goes Trucking. In our last episode, we finished the Republic of Estonia, and we're going to work our way down the Baltic states and start delivering to Latvia. As we work our way through the Baltics and also Kaliningrad, which is in Russia, to hopefully finish the Baltic expansion. So, in this episode, we're going to catch you up on the life, universe, and everything as it relates to gyro. And I'm also going to use this particular episode to discuss a very difficult subject, and that is what is going on in my beloved adopted country of Canada with the trucking convoy and what my feelings are about this. So stick around. It's going to be a very interesting discussion. So we still have not purchased a truck yet, so we can drive around and pick. So that is to Lithuania, so that's a little too far. We want to go just to Latvia. So let's catch you up on what's going on. So we got two going to Lipaha, but we're gonna pick the one here. Let's see, we got Riga, we got that one. We're finding where everything is. Let's go ahead and open up Riga. Let's go ahead and drive that one there. So, the house is under contract. So, house is under contract. And that means that in a couple weeks I will be moving out of my home. And that has a little bit of mixed feelings, because this is the first house that I've ever owned. Just making sure I don't get run over here. And it's been a good home. It's been wonderful to this Renault does not have a lot of power to it. So it's been wonderful to be a homeowner, but I'm already looking forward and thinking ahead to the future. So, in the first part of this, we'll definitely do the non-controversial bit, because what I'm about to say will be controversial. Rest assured, but in my view, I did not go through what I went through in my life to be silent. Put it that way. So the first bit, the future. So I've mentioned it before, but there's going to be some upgrades. And one of the things that I'm looking to upgrade is going to be the graphics card. So this is a 5700 XT. Excellent card for the 2 years I've had it. However, there are now better options out there. Now, I am an AMD guy through and through. I have had quite a few negative experiences with NVIDIA. So I'm definitely very gun shy when it comes to giving NVIDIA money. And so the question is going to be, there's two options. 6800 XT, 6900 XT. Make sure I am not speeding here. And thus, it's going to be important to get the right car because I want to give myself 2 to 3 years of viability, because I do enjoy streaming, I do enjoy recording videos for you, and even though I haven't been able to stream a lot because of the house, I mean, it's been very disruptive, as you can understand, it's still, it's just that time of renewal. We're about to go through the border crossing here. So, it's a very telling time for me trying to figure out, do I buy a new computer? Thank you, confirmation ding. And if I do, I'm going to repurpose this for a streaming PC or a entertainment PC. Shortcut parking here. And so there's pros and cons to that. It's still a very good computer. It's got 128 gigs of RAM, Ryzen 7 3800 CPU. Still pretty good. And so that's the first of many big decisions I have to make. All of you know about the new rig that's coming. The steering wheel is fantastic. That's not changing. This wheel has been very, very good to me, and the pedals have been pretty good to me too. We're now in customs. As we open up a new country in this particular episode. So we have touched Finland, we've touched Russia and Estonia. Now we are heading toward Latvia. So it's been very, very interesting. So I'm very excited for not just my physical health improving, my mental health has definitely improved. I am currently fighting the flu. I don't know what this car is doing. But about halfway through it. But I haven't had the flu in many, many years, and with all the stress and chaos going on in my life, it was bound to happen. So it happened. Thank goodness it was not COVID. It was a good old-fashioned flu, and never lost taste or anything, so yeah, there's a lot of changes coming up. A A lot of upgrades coming because I want to keep up and keep improving the product. That's a big thing here. Get myself up to speed here. And so that leads to the next thing, and that is Season 2 of iRacing. I like this truck ahead of me to get going here so we can speed up. And just like that, we are in Latvia. Nice. We've now entered our 4th country in this playthrough. But yes, it's, you know, new perks, new everything. So definitely looking for ideas. And so Season 2, let's talk about that before I get into my main topic. Season 2, right now it looks like I will be driving the Porsche GT3. Daniel Morad coached me, sat down and says, Dwayne, I want you to drive this car, it's going to teach you. And he sold me on it yesterday at Sebring. And to be honest, I was the second faster than the BMW at Sebring. Speed up here a little bit. Do 75 kilometers here. Just because of that truck ahead of me. And thus, we're going to be in the Porsche, so the lovely Melody Chance, I've reached out to her again. We're going to do some new liveries. So I'm really looking forward to working with her again. The other thing that I'm going to be racing will be Skippies. We're going to keep doing a Sunday night league that has been very enjoyable, and I am getting a livery done for it as well. So, there's going to be more GT3s. We're going to do, in a league format, mind you, a full season of Skippies. I think that is going to collectively help me take that next step in my maturation. Right now, I'm at 1520 iRating, and if it wasn't for a 71 point loss in the Skippy official race I did, because I got put in the wrong split, and sometimes those things happen, that'd be iRacing, I would be ahead for the year. Right now I'm 29 points behind. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any racing next week, because it's week 12 and it's also the start of the move. So I may end up at 1520, and that's not a bad situation to be in. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up here. We got a car in front of us. And so I'm definitely keen on looking at other series. And I will be doing some YouTube videos on projected schedules. And I'm still looking to see if I can do a Twitch stream where I do all of the road schedules at once, where I sit there, go through and discuss everything, do it as a giant video, and then break it up for YouTube. So we'll see. See how that turns out with the move. Alright, let's get to the hard topic. Canadian Convoy. So for those that are unaware, a lot of truckers have protested the continuance of mandates in Canada and decided to blockade and peacefully protest. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has now invoked, for only the 4th time in the history of Canada, the Emergency Powers Act. So to give you a frame of reference, the other 3 times that he invoked this was World War I, World War II, and 1970, the FLQ uprising in Quebec. And this has caused a great division in my adopted country. Canada has always been very good to me, and it is very, very dear to me, and I am very saddened that the Prime Minister has decided to go about this approach. The Canadian Charter of Rights has had a history where, and if you look at it, both Brian Mulroney, Stephen Harper actually helped expanded it. But the Charter of Human Rights really wasn't in play until, I believe, the mid-50s, if I remember my history correct. So it's still kind of new compared to, let's say, the U.S. Constitution. But for me, what this comes down to is this is un-Canadian. Because Canadians have always had tolerance of diverse opinions. Look at the mosaic that their society is with multiculturalism. If you use the United States as a melting pot, Canada is a mosaic. It's the best way to understand the mindset. In this action, I consider to be draconian by the Prime Minister. And it was unnecessary. There were and there are a lot better ways of handling what is legitimate dissent. And this is from a group of people where 90% were already vaccinated. So any argument of, well, they're just anti-vaxxers goes out the window. They were already vaccinated. I find it very distressing. People are getting money seized from their bank accounts where they can't access it because they chose to make a donation. And welcome to Riga here. I'm going to get in the left lane here. For me. And a cause that they believed in that was done peacefully. Now, there have been claims. I'm going to get a red light violation here, aren't I? Nope. Winning! There were claims of, white supremacists and all that. I've seen not enough verifiable evidence of that. And I really don't think that's what it is. But to call a group of people that do not agree with you terrorist, these are just hardworking people where when a judge said stop honking the horns, they said okay. And then when the police said, look, you need to stop blocking the Ambassador Bridge, we can have truck traffic, they said okay. We live in a world where heavy-handedness is instantly recognized. Just look at China. Look at the way things are conducted in other parts of the world. on the day that I have recorded this, Russia has engaged in military operations against the Ukraine. And that's a whole nother minefield in itself. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm very sad for Canada because Canada is not an authoritarian country. It's not the nature of its gentle people. And I really hope cooler heads prevail and the Canadian style of problem solving, which is dialogue, legitimately talking to each other. And that is a tram. So I yielded. This is right here. He's going to have to wait for me to clear the intersection here. So this is going to be a little bit interesting. Because the tram's waiting on me, I'm waiting on the light, the car's waiting on everybody. Okay, I think the tram's going to get there. But I did the right thing. Now this car's got to clear before I can do anything. This has been an interesting intersection. And eventually, let me see if that car turns. Yep. Now I can get out of the intersection. And make sure I don't wreck the load there. That was an interesting sequence there, to say the least. I hope that there is legitimate dialogue. Because people mistake Canada as being monolithic. It's not. It is very regionalized. And I assure you, from being... I ran. I knew. See, if I didn't get that red light violation, I was going to get this one. Shocker. I hope cooler heads will prevail, because Western Canada, they will not tolerate this for very long. And you have a concept in Canada called normalization, where each province, they look at the total economies and the output they generate, and they equalize. It's actually equalization, I believe, is the correct term. So richer provinces submit their surplus to poorer provinces. So for example, Newfoundland and Labrador receives payments. But Alberta, because of the oil sands, they submit payments. So if I'm British Columbia, Alberta, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, trust me, I am not very happy seeing what I've seen, because I'm sure I can get down gear here. Get into the square. Alright. And we're going to play it safe. Why not? And welcome to Latvia. So, they won't put up with it for very long. So, a little bit of a shorty video today, but I think I'm going to end it here. So, to my friends in the north, believe in your country. Believe in your freedoms that you have fought so hard to have, and believe in your culture that you have supported to the benefit of the world. Do not accept what is blatantly an inaccurate and, I believe, illegal action by your Prime Minister. As always, my friends, take care of everyone, take care of yourselves, and God bless.